Hey, what's up YouTube? This is the Alchemic coming at you today. I was told that there was a new ban list, and yeah, and so I looked it up and I couldn't find it here because you can see it's the same ban list as November 9th, but apparently it's on the blog, so I'm going to read it. By the way, guys, I don't know. First of all, I have not seen this, so that's number one. Number two, I don't know too much about the meta, but I'm going to analyze it based on what I think is good, and I might have to go on DN and take a look at some decks. So this is on the blog. Here's some important news regarding blah 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 blah. Constant monitor decks used and blah 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 blah. So all the way down to local tournaments. Some cards are always doing better than others, and that's okay. But we need to make sure that no decks become so powerful it drowns out the others, because you, the duelists, have always told us that you like a wide variety of decks to show up at tournaments. There's a lot of buzz these days about Performance per PePe, basically, that I have no idea about. Have been growing in strength, and we always expected this deck to be very strong, or even the strongest. It's strangling some of the other competitive decks right now. We're going to take steps to even things out a bit. Okay, so something's going to nerf this. Plus one Errata, interesting. At the same time, we don't want to perform a knee-jerk reaction because we're in limited list, because that's just... that list isn't just for high-end tournament play, it's also for duelists play at their friend's house, at school, or blah 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 blah. So we're going to do an adjusted list. The adjusted list places additional restrictions, but only on certain sanctioned events. Okay. So this perform blah 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 will start adjusted list, interesting, and applies to all tournaments held at YCSs, regionals, UDS qualifiers, and invitationals. So that means locals is fine, right? Additional tournament stores are free to use adjusted lists if they want to. Be sure to check with your opponent's store, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we have adjusted list will include the following restrictions: perform H plus fire, damage juggler. I know this card because this card screws up all my combos, my OTK combos. Ptolemaeus is fine. Don't know these, don't know this, don't know that. I know this is kind of OP. We'll take a look at it actually. I have no idea those cards. This full list appears everywhere, updated once a month. Usual manner, and some it will rolled into that, and you're going to ask, are we going to get adjusted list now from half a blah blah blah? Probably not, because this is an extreme case, but we'll see how things go. Interesting. So if you do a time YCS event, please let us know what the idea is. Important Errata. At the same time, we're publishing Errata, old version. If this card is special summon, you can target up to 2 cards you control, destroy them, and if you do, add perform pile monsters with different next to that, equal to the number of monsters destroyed. You can only use, so now you can destroy for each of the number of cards you destroyed. I don't get how that changes. It probably because I have no idea what the deck is. What the heck? Let's go and do that work. So that's kind of interesting. Adjusted list. Let's see if it's on the site. I'm just curious. Advanced rules, no, don't see it. Okay, I actually don't know any of these cards, so I know that Ptolemaeus can make Cyber Dragon Infinity, which is kind of dumb, right? This card is really good. Apparently, I have no idea what it is. These are all used in PePe. That's pretty much my knowledge of it. I don't think this is necessarily an extreme case, because you can always play Exodia. That's always going to be my my response to it. You can always just play Exodia and win, you know? Or you can play, you know, Burn, Chain Burn. Obviously, that's not very interactive, but yeah, that's my thoughts so far. Forbidden Limited List looks fine. So here's the thing, and this will take you. Here's some important news, blah, 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 same thing. So I'll leave a link in the description to what to send you guys these here. I don't know if you play the meta decks. I do not play meta decks. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I try to do my best on Yu-Gi-Oh! News, but I'm not too into the game. I'm not too into the meta. I'm just curious in the OTK, FTK kind of format. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.